Hello. Again, this is Boniface again from Kenya with lesson number 6 on evangelism. Like yesterday, we were talking about the types of sins. We defined what is sins, and we saw that the consequences of sins. And we said that a sin, it is not the same as iniquity. And we define sins and going beyond the law. And we see that we know there are sins because of the law. Now today we are going to see the types of sins. And the types of sins we are going to see today is like we have we have evil speakings, we have bad attitudes, we have negligence, we have religious sins. At the same times we have immorality. So now we are going to look at immorality. If we go to the book of Galatians 5, verse 19 to 21, and the book of Proverbs 6, verse 16 to 19, and the same in the book of 1 Corinthians 6, verse 9 to 10 says, do you not know that unrighteousness will not inherit the kingdom of God? Sin will exclude you from being in the kingdom of God. And if you will not be in the kingdom of God, there is another place where you will be in hell. If you are going to be excluded from the kingdom of God, okay, then you have another place where you belong, and that place is in hell. Paul says in the book of Galatians that uh, and that is the work of the flesh. Okay, not following God's will, committing sins, or that one is the work of flesh. Again, James, the book of James 3, verse 2 to 3 says, for we all stumble in many times. We see verse 6 of the same time says about tongue, it describes tongues as a fire. Many times we stumble, many times we fall, and this happens because of our tongue, which is described in the book of James 3, verse 2 to 3, is a small thing, but it is described as a fire. Verse 8 of the same James says that, but no man can tame the tongue. It is at unruly evil, fully of deadly poison. Verse 10 continues and says, it can bless the same way it can curse. It continues the same, and we see in verse 11 and 12 that no spring sets forth fresh water and bitter from the same opening. No fresh sets forth fresh water and bitter from the same opening, which means that you cannot be serving two masters. Okay, you must be bitter, or the same, or you must be sweet. Okay, the same, the dark and light cannot coexist. If we have light, okay, then we don't have darkness. If there's darkness, then there's no light. The same, a flesh or a well cannot give forth fresh water and bitter water at the same time. Also, you cannot be doing evil and you're calling yourself that you belong to God. If you are doing evil, you are a sinner. And we have seen that there is a place where you belong. We see the book of Matthew 12, verse 36 to 7 says, every word we speak, we shall give account, and we will be justified and condemned by our words. Every word we say, we shall give account, and we shall be condemned according to what we do. We see the book of Ephesians 4, verse 27 says, Paul knew this because he tells us that we should not give a praise for devil. And he proceeds to verse 29 of Ephesians 4, says that let no corrupt word proceed of our mouth. Let no corrupt word proceed from your mouth. Bad attitude, that one is another type of sin, is the evil and sin people commit. Bad attitude prevails in the world of many people in pride and hatred, greed, lust, cowardice, and the attitude also sins. Okay, regarding pride, we read Proverbs 16 verse 18, which says that before is a pride, and before is not a good attitude, that is a sin. Okay, there is also a saying which says that our pride comes before a fall. So if we are continuing with the pride, bad attitude, lust, cowardice, greed, all those are bad attitudes, and they are counted as sins. We have said that pride is not a good thing, it's not a good attitude, thus it is a sin. In the book of First John 2, verse 9 to 11, talks about spiritual state. Verse 15 tells us not to love the world, because if we do, the Father will not be with us. If we love the things of this world, if we and continue walking in the darkness, if we continue worshiping the king of this world, which is Satan, the Bible says that the God will not be with us. Jesus said, you have to love your neighbor as you love yourself. First John 4 verse 12 says that we have never at any time seen God. And if we love one another, his love has been perfected in us. No one has ever seen God, but we believe there's God. We believe in him. We love him. We believe that he first loved us. But the Bible said that if we continue to love one another, his love has been perfected in us, which means that we have his love in us. The book of Colossians 3, verse 5, talks of greed as attitude. Greed is a bad attitude. Ephesians 3, verse 5. Ephesians 3, verse 5. It says,